Yeah. Right now, it's me, D.A.N with a low. I used to know this guy who was a proper drug addict. Tried to talk to him straight, you'd be pulling your own leg. Seriously, at this time, all this guy knew was selling drugs, trying to make a living with his own crew. But what? No one realised that he was pretty smart. You're thinking so many drugs, where did his life start? No one ever asked him why his life was a drug. Or did he lose someone close? Was he deprived of a hook, his ambition? And life was like a whip with no flame, searching for the lion to forget the small for the game of a guitarist who always played upon the wrong chord. It was abysmal to the fact he couldn't search for the Lord. He could have took belief in God, sat down and began to pray. Day by day his mental state just began to wear away. Dying momentarily, he was getting on thin ice, taking his life up on chances up by rolling the dice. The chances he was taking was his life in the drugs. Started absconding for drugs up to hanging around with folks, taking drugs every day to get away from his life. And he could not face the fact that he just wanted to be nice. He wanted to change for the better, never for the worse. He could undertake his destiny, believe it was a curse. Tried to get away from influence, he probably for the best. So tried to move away, but then to find him where he lay to rest. Changed his boat, moved his house, and yet the guy could still be found. He knew nothing else apart from drugs, that's how he was crowned. In the classroom, he always had to be the class clown. He never get any GCSEs and his say was sound. Every problem he ever came across, he always kept him. Should have released his anger slowly, that's where he should just begin. Should just realise that he's implanted deep. But wish it was all just a bad dream and wake up from his sleep. Dream to this guy might be irritable, full to what he seen when he was awake and realised it was a fraud. He sat down, looked at the clock, and began to think whether his life would be better not living on the brink. He sat there for a while and tried to leave his head in space. Stood up, breathing heavily, he began to pace. In the dark room with no light, you could barely see his face. Sit down, they tried so much you could only hear the bass. Staring into his eyes, into his own complexion, trying to find the real meaning, the real definition of what life really means, of what it's like to be alive. He was confused and began to think that he was confined to finding the meaning of life that could never be found. And let alone his only deception got to where he was now. So he stared into the mirror and he said to himself, I cannot take this anymore, I'm gonna take my own health. Did he dream of getting out of it? Yo, did he have strength? Taking a piece of his imagination, that would be a temp, like an elevator. And it was time to elevate. You're telling that many drugs had triggered his mental state to a point of disbelief when no one should ever go. And let alone a young kid at the age of 14 years old to be there and back by the young age of 15. It seems more shit than what most people have ever seen. It's like destiny on the right path when it arrives. In his heart the little flame lit, that's where it resides. At the age of 17 the guy realised that his life was on a downward spiral. So he picked up a knife, took a moment to stare, let it all sink in. He took pain upon ruthless people who were thinking that he was a drug and his life was a wreck. So he grabbed the cold blade and put it into his neck.